thank you so much for being with us tonight. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
The Department of Homeland Security says there's no hunger strike happening at all, and the conditions inside Delaney Hall are nothing to complain about. I know you were able to get inside last week. What can you tell us about the conditions there?
Well, first of all, I can tell you that DHS is lying. They're lying because they are trying to cover this up. They're in damage control. You know, they saw what happens when the American people are outraged about this in Minnesota and elsewhere, and they know that they will lose control over this narrative, so they have to deny it. But I saw it with my own eyes, as did many of my colleagues. And this is something where, again, it's not even just in Delaney Hall, as you pointed out earlier. It's a facility and detention facility after another all across this country. And this is the brokenness that I see when I see, you know, an 18-year-old high school senior locked up there at Delaney Hall, when I see and talk to a pregnant woman who is not getting the care that she needs, or a man with stage 3 lung cancer. You know, those are the situations that are before us. They're not the worst of the worst. They aren't these violent criminals that Trump keeps talking about. And it's happening with our money. It's happening with our resources, instead of actually supporting and fighting to lower our costs and deal with affordability. This is where billions of dollars are going to.
Delaney Hall has been the site of powerful and controversial protests and arrests and confrontations. It's also been the subject of the types of reports that you just described in terms of the way those conditions seem to be falling short and failing the people who are being held there in very large numbers. Can the state of New Jersey do anything to get this place shut down? Can the people of New Jersey do anything more than they already are to get this type of facility out of their state?
Yeah. Well, we're certainly looking and seeing how we can take legal action, not just against what's happening with ICE there, but also with GEO Group. I mean, GEO Group is running this facility. They're getting nearly $1 billion contract to be able to run this. And you can see how this is all caught up within itself, that there's this revolving door between ICE and GEO Group. For instance, today is day 1 of the new head of ICE. What was his previous job? He was a senior vice president at GEO Group. He was there for well over a decade, working and lobbying there, and now he's the head of ICE starting today. I would actually say that his job is probably exactly the same, because what we see here is, again, just this revolving door. Tom Homan is someone who worked with GEO Group before, now is at the White House doing this, and they are profiting off of the human misery that they are creating there. Like, you know, when I was there, they had one doctor for about 800 detainees, one full-time doctor. And when we heard so many of the reports of just the medical support not there for so many of these detainees, GEO Group could hire more doctors if they wanted to, but then that's going to be less profit for them. You know, they just made 800% increase in profit this past year as opposed to the year before. You know, this is their golden age, as Trump said during his inauguration, and it's something that's coming at the expense of the American people, as well as just making these types of conditions at facilities all over the place. And I will say, Delaney Hall is not just some one single bad apple. You know, this is a systemic failure, a systemic failure across the entirety of this system that is doing exactly what it's intended to do, which is make profit for these corporations that donated to Trump's campaign and his inauguration, and creating just this level of chaos within the rest of our country.
New Jersey U.S. Senator Andy Kim, I'm sorry that you got pepper sprayed while you were there last week. I'm sorry that happened to you and that it's happened to those other protesters there. But I thank you for being there. And I thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for joining us, sir.
Yeah, thanks for shining a light.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.